I love my life. Oh, I love my body. I love myself. Yeah, yeah. Welcome to your Sacred Sexual Awakening.com. Thank you all so much for watching. In this love stream today, I am going to be answering some juicy questions around self-sabotage. Let me put on my headphones so I can be 100% inside the machine. Okay, so here we go. My beauties, I want to hear from you. If you're watching right now, give me a thumbs up. Hello. There we are. Okay, great. I'm gonna get my head in there a bit. Beautiful. So, thank you all for joining me today for another love stream. One more day left, and then I go to Ängsbacka because I live in Stockholm. If you live in Stockholm and you want to go out for a fika and you want some infinite wisdom, take me out into nature. Take me out for a fika, because I'm always free. I'm just doing these love streams and my other job doing live streams. That's all I'm doing. Does take up a long part of my life, but I want to meet people. I want to connect. I'm looking to find a new bubble. I was just talking to a client, and this is related to self-sabotage. She said, how can I get out of the situation I'm in? And she is trying to get onto the spiritual path and change the world through impact and a global movement of awakening their sensuality, sexuality, and their voice. But also, she's a massive rackhead. 98% of the time, her being is hedonism. 1% of the time, she's doing the inner work and reaching enlightenment. How do I know that? It's because I asked her. So, out of interest, who are you spending most of your time with? If you look at all your friends and all the different groups of friends from your life, you can see a flow chart of your mental illness. How much of your time are you spending with the version of yourself that you want to become? The enlightened goddess Shakti priestess helping people activate their sexual energy and their voice and step into their public speaking power. How much of that are you actually doing? Oh, and how many people do you know? And she said, I just know you. That's the 1%. I'm the 1%. 98% of the time she's getting fucked up. So self-sabotage, how to overcome it. What I'm going to do today is I need to get out of my tantra bubble and meet the type of people that I want to be with and to have as clients and to become. So when I was in Tantra Island, I stepped out of the tantra bubble and left the cycle of victims helping victims, people trapped in their trauma cycles, and I just started to hang out with people with jobs. It's that easy. I stopped worrying about all my traumas and everything like that. I found focus and I started to create impact on the planet again, and hanging out with dudes who have mastered all their things, and they're just child geniuses running multi-million-pound companies with six packs and having really amazing relationships with beautiful women who are also having global impact. So I got out of that bubble and hang out with that bubble. How to overcome self-sabotage. So the way I do it is the question, my friend Emma Underwood 84, I believe she is on Instagram. If you don't know her, find her. Hang on, let's just... Emma 84 is who she is. So, what the question, this is all about self-sabotage. Why do you continue to do things that hurt? Why do you continue... Okay, that doesn't make any sense because she wrote it to me at 4 a.m. Why do you continue to do things that hurt you? We are creatures of habit. We are what we do repetitively every day. That's it. If you're continually hurting yourself, you're going to continually hurting yourself until you make that decision or hang out with people that stop doing that don't do that and do something else. As a friend of mine once said, Shaft, you're just the sum of all your hobbies. That is true. I am the embodiment of everything I'm into. I used to get fucked up, drug addict, wanted to kill myself, tried one time. And also just, I was a mess. I was a hot mess. It was something that I wanted to do every day because I didn't love myself and I wanted to get fucked up. And I just want to, the words that I used back then was annihilation and oblivion. And my catchphrase was, let's get fucked up. And when I was fucked up, the other catchphrase was, let's make out. That's all I said all the time for 20 years. So I made a good living from it, to be honest. Did start a unicorn empire. There's one there. So why do I keep on hurting myself? Why did I keep on hurting myself? Why did I almost end up in hospital? And why did I almost die 1,000,000 times? Why did my mother, Muslim mother, sacrifice cows so I wouldn't die? There is something protecting me now, for sure, because I should have died 1,000,000 times. I haven't. It turns out it's really, really, really hard to kill the human spirit, but also to kill the human body. It's actually really hard. When you've tried it, you know what I'm talking about. My fellow suicide buddies. So I was hurting myself all the time by getting fucked up, by wanting to hit oblivion and ruin my life as much as I could. So I was I remember one of my friends saying, Shaft, you love the drama. I was like, I don't like the drama. Look how shit my life is. It turned out I was addicted to the drama. The rasa, the juice of life, for fuck's sake. I didn't know it because I was fueled up on wanting to find love, wanting to be loved. And I was jacked up on alcohol, mainly Lambrini and gin and ale and ketamine and cocaine and MDMA. This is mate, by the way. Not coffee, because this keeps you going for a lot longer. I'm up at 6 every day because I've changed my habits. So back to the question: why do you continue to do things that hurt you? We're creatures of habit. We keep on doing things that we are familiar with. We do not want to push ourselves too far because our body is used to doing a certain thing. I was used to hurting myself. I was used to abusing myself. I didn't love myself. My mantra was, I hate my life. This is why my mantra, and every time I open up this space, I always say, I love my life, I love my body, I love myself. It was only until I did Kundalini Yoga, did my inner monologue, randomly, by the grace of the Yoni Force, did it change to I love my life. And I felt an energy shift. It was like when I stopped being an addict. I was in Hawaii doing ISTA level 2, and my body randomly said, Shaft, you're not an addict anymore. And then I was free. It just happened. It's because I seeded an intention inside of me. I set because we are just a walking computer. We're technically a robot. There's electric currents going through us. We've got a processing machine here that just analyzes everything. This isn't the main thing, by the way. It's the whole body. This is just 20% of what's going on. But it's a big one, and we give it a lot of attention because we live in a patriarchal society, which is governed by the masculine energy, which is the logic. And this is why there's so much mental illness in the world. If we drop into our bodies, do Tantra, sacredsexualawakening.com, check it out, we get to relax a bit more. So my body changed everything. My body is inherently intelligent. Everything I need is inside of this body. Literally all the answers lie within. Why was I hurting myself? Because I didn't love myself. Why did I keep on doing the same thing that I used to do? Because I used to watch drama-fueled television, the media, gossip magazines. Every time I'm in London, there's a magazine, the newspaper called The Metro, which is just full of drama, hate. Just your whole system is hardwired to hate. Your whole system is hardwired to feel insecure. Your whole system is hardwired to feel fear. It's all around us in popular culture in the cities we live in. That's why for the last 6 years and kind of the 10 years, I've been in these bubbles, the Tantra bubbles and the burner bubbles, where you can be whoever you want to be. Counterculture, I was just outside of normal society. I did succeed and became very famous in the subcultures, and I was famous for being a mess and a failure. And then I became famous for telling you how to love yourself. I was hurting myself before my body stopped taking drugs and before my body stopped taking alcohol. In 2006, I had kidney failure. I was almost on a dialysis machine because I was an alcoholic, and I kept on drinking, and then my body packed in, and I had to stay a bit of time in hospital, and again, almost died. I brushed these stories off, but I'm just doing it quick because I've got a time limit. This is all serious stuff. When the doctor says, Shaft, if you keep on drinking for the next 2 or 3 months, you'll be dead. You cannot get life insurance anymore because they will never allow you to take life insurance because on your medical records you're an addict, as well as someone who's been been in hospital for alcohol-related, drug-related incidences. So I was meant to die in 2006, 26 years old. I didn't. Turns out my body, like I said, the body's really hard to destroy. It healed itself within that year. From the age of 26, 27, I saved enough money to buy my first flat in Sydenham. Turns out you spend a shit ton of money on getting fucked up. So, word of advice, if you're still getting fucked up, just save a bit of money and don't get as fucked up, and you might achieve something with your life. I achieved being a homeowner in London by myself, and I got a girlfriend. That was my last monogamous girlfriend. It ended in 2008. And the reason why it ended was because the doctor said, Shaft, you can start drinking again. Your body's healed itself. Really? And then I went out to destroy my life again. The beautiful, peaceful life that I had was beautiful, peaceful, and a bit boring because it was just constant. I chose oblivion again. Turns out I didn't heal anything. I just saved a lot of money and built a really nice relationship, but it ended tragically because I just was a wreckhead. I was a narcissist. I identified myself as a narcissist, but it turns out that I'm not. I did a test on national radio and stuff like that, so I'm not a narcissist. But I identified myself as a narcissist back then. I was a mess, a hot mess. I was hanging out with a lot of homosexuals and drag queens, and basically I was a drama queen, massively in my immature feminine. Massively. I didn't know what a masculine was anyway back then. I was just a fabulous hot mess. I was the kind of guy that got invited to all the parties because I was so fun. They would give me all the drink and all the drugs because the more fucked I was, the more fun I was. And then I would make out with someone, puke up on myself, and make out with someone else and have sex in the toilet. That's the kind of guy I was. I loved that life. I didn't know there was any other form. And back to the question, why do you continue doing things that hurt you? I didn't know it was hurting me. I didn't know that the drama I was creating in my life was caused by me. I didn't know because I didn't have that level of awareness because I was just drinking, numbing, not listening to my body, not listening to myself, not listening to my heart. That is why I kept on hurting myself, because I didn't know any better. There was no other point of reference. Everyone around me was doing the same thing. If you line up your group of friends throughout your whole life, you'll see a flowchart of your mental illness. Next question. I hope that answered that question. What is my sabotage trying to tell me? So, she's a record, I was a record. It's trying to tell you that you really like fun and you really want to have fun. I am the best hedonist that I ever knew. I created her whole unicorn empire built on ketamine and Lambrini, which we called ketabrini. And it was just fueled on fun. It was a great period of my life. In fact, my whole life was just fun. A mess, but fun. And my sabotage is telling me, find better ways to have fun. It's that simple. Mate. Been up since 6. Apparently, this is good for you and coffee isn't. Let me just explain. How does this relate to what we're about to talk about? I will show you. Everything is energy. What we want in life is energy. Constant energy, constant fun, constant... to be honest, if you keep doing something constant, you're going to get bored. So it's about variety and consistency. It's an oxymoron. Back to the question. What is my sabotage trying to tell me? It's trying to say, find better ways to have fun. So, I never used to drink coffee, and we're going to take it down to a very base level of something. I never used to drink coffee because I was an alcoholic, so I didn't need to. And then I stopped being an alcoholic, and I was working at a major advertising company, I think Fox TV or something like that. You could just check out my LinkedIn, it's all there. I'm a former success and I'm coming back again. I stopped drinking, and my boss, who I called Dad, he's an amazing guy. He said, Shaft, you were so much better when you were shit-faced. And I was going through a difficult time. And I said, Dad, I know. I don't know how to get through this. And then every morning I would drink coffee. And I would feel a little bit better. But it was a glass of false hope. It wasn't real. Every time I drank the coffee, I felt like I had to, because I've never drank coffee before. It's really new to my system. But I knew that my life was shit. I'm going through a tough time. When I had this fake cup of coffee, this glass of false hope, I called it. It made me feel good for an hour or so. And it always made me feel so loving and hopeful that it made me want to text message someone I was thinking about. Remember, I'm always trying to find love. So that cup of false hope was a better version of alcohol and drugs and getting fucked up. I needed energy and I still wanted to have fun. That's when I discovered Tantra. That's when I discovered ecstatic dance, kirtan, tantric lovemaking. Everything wanted me to find human connection and love. Everything wanted me to have as much fun as possible. Sex, drugs, and rock and roll. We all know those phrases, right? Sex, drugs, and rock and roll. Oblivion, annihilation, and literally doing anything to escape the thoughts in your brain. The drama of the story that you create, which is completely fictional. Sex, drugs, and rock and roll. So that's freedom for some people. So I became tantric. I had to stop drinking again because I got liver damage in 2013. Well, actually, I recovered from that after 3 months, and they said I had a perfectly fine brand new liver. And then I started drinking, and then my body stopped absorbing the alcohol in 2014 at Burning Man. So I discovered Tantra. So sex became Tantra, drugs became Kundalini, rock and roll became ecstatic dance. Tantra, Kundalini, an ecstatic dance. That became my thing. I used to drink coffee, and then I stopped drinking coffee because I knew I needed to generate that energy by myself. I became ultra spiritual, by the way, and I was judging people who drank coffee because I was drinking it for a bad reason. As some of you may know from my Instagram, I love coffee meditations now. I love it. Everything, when done with a bit of awareness, can be great. A glass of red wine, they say, is healthy for you. I have helped millions of people through my video about conscious ketamine. Remember, I was a drug addict and addicted to ketamine. I found that all these tools help you in some way or another to help you connect with yourself. And if you utilize the right drugs, the right substances, the right plant medicines in a safe environment, you could reach enlightenment. But as long as you remember and embody what you learnt in those states of enlightenment and you implement it in your everyday life so your habits change, then you're using it as a tool. If you're using it to reach oblivion, you're being a fucking waster and you're just having a great time. Well done. It's all great. I did it all. You'll discover it yourself if your body breaks down or you're going to die or something really tragic happens, like, you ruin a bunch of friendships over and over and over and over again. So you will figure it out. Your body will figure it out. This is a great processing machine, the brain. It's a problem-solving machine. If there isn't a problem, it will create one. The thing you need to do about this amazing, intelligent piece of software that is your brain is give it the right questions. And why am I pointing to the mate right now? It's because this is a better version of coffee. Apparently, it's good for you. They have it in South America. I have it every day, every morning now. I'm up at 6. I'm in a major city. So I'm, exhausted. I work full-time doing this stuff. And I'm a proper 9-to-5er and I'm on a salary now. I need energy. So I'm up at 6. I'm changing my habits. And I'm doing things that no longer hurt me. I'm doing things that allow me to have the most amount of fun while staying healthy. So I'm going to go back to the questions and go to the next question. Why do you continue to do things to hurt you? You're a creature of habit. Change your habit. What is my sabotage trying to tell me? Keep on having fun, but have some good fun and some great sex. And by the way, to reach enlightenment, all you got to do, these are the words of Hare Krishna. Because I used to hang out with Krishnas and I still hang out with Krishnas and I love Hare Krishna. All you need to do to reach enlightenment is do 3 sadhanas. Sing devotionally. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Dance ecstatically and make love tantrically. Yes, have lots and lots and lots of incredible sex. That's also how you reverse aging and have a really nice life. How can I stop it? Oof, how can you stop self-sabotage? Well, let me tell you, you make the decision. Ooh, that's it. Next question. What do I need? No, seriously, that's it. Life is, again, processing machine. It's like an amazing, highly sophisticated computer. You're literally a robot. This processing machine works like the genetic codes in your body and the zeros and ones of a computer program. Yes and no. X and Y. Your life is a bunch of choices. Once you discover that you are the master of your universe and you create your own reality, that takes a lot of work, by the way, and a shit ton of therapy to get to that level. I spent £30,000 on my therapy. I'm giving all this wisdom for free because if I could, I'm basically the Robin Hood of Tantra. I have a highly intelligent brain. I worked in advertising. I made all of you feel shit to sell products from Guinness, Samsung, Smirnoff, oil. Like, I work for the biggest companies. I see how things work, and I could sell it back to you in a better way. So how can you stop this? Oh, fuck, I've lost my trail of thought about the advertising thing and the brain. How can you stop this? You make a choice. £30,000 worth of therapy. I went to all the top schools and I processed all the information so I could give it back to you for free. That's what I'm saying. And I went to all the top schools. So I learned from all the best gurus, and I had sex with all the top gurus as well. Because that's how you reach enlightenment, according to the women I was hanging around with. I live in a matriarchal society. All the top teachers are women. So that's how I reached enlightenment. I learned from the women. So the way to stop is you make the choice. Once you make the choice, make sure you're in the right environment that helps you keep choosing that reality. The way to do that is it's all small incremental stops. The first thing is making the choice. The second thing is being practical and acting on that choice. So if I want to become a full power goddess and teach sound, sensuality and somatics, I need to not hang out with... There's nothing wrong with hanging out with your friends, but eventually you're not going to have the same hobbies and interests, and naturally you're just not going to hang out with those people because they're still getting fucked up on ketamine and you got a job to do. But you'll also find more people who have got the same hobbies and interests doing the goddess stuff. The small incremental steps to change is the only way to do it, rather than seeing a giant mountain that you got to climb. It is daunting at the bottom of that mountain. But when you realize the only way to get to the top of that mountain is putting one step in front of the other and breathing. One step in front of the other and breathing. One step, one step, one step, one step. Build up the momentum. Keep on moving forwards. That's how you change a habit. Oh, I'm just trying to find a question again. Oh, this is the blueprint of my podcast, by the way. My love stream. Okay. So how can I stop? You make the choice. You surround yourselves with better versions of yourself. And there's a great quote, which I mentioned yesterday. Before you diagnose yourself with depression, stress, and anxiety, or addiction, or any of those mental illnesses, make sure you're not surrounded by assholes. You become the person you surround yourselves with. Look at the percentage of your friends of the person that you don't want to be to the person that you want to be. I don't want to hang out with the trauma people in their cycles, victim help and victims. I just don't want that anymore. I need to hang out with the influencers, Bitcoin millionaires, and the people with at least 10,000 followers on their Instagram, because I'm only on 5 and I've reached 38.7 million views on this social media stuff, but none of them are mine. And my mission is to have as bigger impact on the planet with my work, my voice, and my vision of how I see the planet to be. So I need to be with the world changers. I need to be part of the 1%. Because up there, you have a bigger impact. Down there, with the masses, that's where the work is. But I need to get up there. The only way to do that is to become them. And that's what I'm doing. So how do you stop? You make the choice, then do the practical action to get to where you need to be. One step at a time, you'll reach the top of a mountain. It's not a sprint, it's a marathon. But there's always ways of improving and taking shortcuts. If you want to find out how, check out sacredsexualawakening.com or check me out at Shaft Uddin on Instagram. Next question. Moving forwards, the masculine way. What do I need to tell myself when I can feel self-sabotage? What do I need to tell myself when I can feel self-sabotage rising up? Well, Emma, 84 on Instagram. What do you need to tell yourself is, so when things were going wrong, I wanted to get fucked up. I was a drug addict and an alcoholic. And the only way to not deal with stuff is to get fucked up. The thing about modern society, they've given you pills, powder, and pints to help you suppress everything. The only way to deal with life is to then you're back to normal again. Just forget. And then it rises up again, and drink a bit more and keep on getting fucked up. Then it rises up again. Oh God. And then your life is a mess. Then you're drinking just to sleep. I say that because that's what I did. So what do I need to do to tell myself when I feel that feeling of self-sabotage coming? So my voice says, just get fucked up. Just take some ketamine. Just go out, go to that party, forget about it. I couldn't sleep because of all the pain and the trauma and the worry and the hell I was in. So I needed the alcohol, the drugs, and everything to put me to sleep. It was only until I stopped drinking and taking drugs did everything fall apart. Even more. It was the worst moment of my life. During that time, a film company was filming me, Vice, when I was going through the worst period of my life, me giving up drugs, and my whole unicorn empire falling apart because of one girl. So, my transition from self-sabotage to superhero is documented on social media. I became famous for being a failure. I became famous for being a hot mess and a fucking disaster. It inspired millions and millions of people to start facing their shadows and start changing their habits and seeking help. People stopped hiding behind alcohol, stopped hiding behind suppressed emotions and pretending everything's okay, and became a bit more real. That documentary I did about polyamorous unicorn sex cult stuff, it's never been reviewed. Anything by Vice has never been reviewed in The Guardian, which is a highbrow paper in London. It got 4 stars out of 5. Because my story was so relatable. In my eyes, I was a failure, but in the perception of other people's eyes, I was a hot mess, but a human being who thought it was a unicorn, who was trying to change his habits so he could stop being an alcoholic and a drug addict and start living a life of abundance and a life beyond his dream. And the only way I stopped myself was cutting out the things I knew would destroy my life, which was alcohol makes life very unpredictable. Drugs, and everything you put into your body to suppress emotions. So, back to the question. What do I need to tell myself when I can feel self-sabotage rising up? Don't reach for this. Don't reach for this. Don't reach for this. Instead, feel the emotions. Let it really sink in. Process the emotions. Express the emotions. Don't suppress the emotions. Use the tantric practices of breath, sound, and movement. Check out sacredsexualawakening.com to find out how to overcome all your mental illnesses. Use breath, sound, and movement. Use your body to shift the emotions. This too shall pass. Just remember those words. Even in states of ecstasy, which doesn't last as long, this too shall pass. Even in states of depression, which lasts a really, really, really long time, this too shall pass. Or, even in the states of depression, which only lasts a very short time, this too shall pass. Or, even in the states of enlightenment and a long period of joy, decades of joy, this too shall pass. So you are just a walking chemistry set full of ideas and emotions. It's up to you to become present. It's up to you to make the choice. When you realize you are the master of your universe and you could create the heaven you want to live in or the hell, you get to choose. All of us got given exactly the same gift when we came onto this planet. It's called life. We got dealt the same cards. Don't blame the chemical imbalances, because it's not true. You can overcome every single illness in your being. How do I know that? Because I'm a fucking walking success story. That's why. Colorblind. I became an artist and a graphic designer and a massively successful brand manager. I'm fucking colorblind. Luckily, there's hex values and RGB values and CMYK values, so they will never tell. And my work is super colorful. I designed this. So don't let your bullshit of your own stories dictate the outcome of your future self. Don't let your limited beliefs or someone you loved tell you to do something that you can't do. Let go of all of that. The doctors said, you're dyslexic, you're something, I got all these diagnosed illnesses. I have none of them anymore because I discovered a thing that helped me. Breath, sound, and movement. It's that easy. But you will never, ever feel any of this that I'm talking about unless you experience it yourself. Until you make the choice. Until you realize you are not your thoughts and you could act differently. Until you realize that everything that happens will pass and then you'll just be a human being rather than a human doing. There's all these things. It's a multi-layered thing, but your action and your thoughts, they're always going to be off. But if you're a little bit into I set an intention, I want to do that, then your body registers it, then the whole universe changes for that trajectory. Trust me, the whole universe is here to support you to become what you want to be. I came to Stockholm in November 2019. I had nothing apart from a pocket full of dreams. I made £16,000 teaching Tantra. I had nothing, not a community or anything. I got a beautiful white house by the ocean, by the sea. I built a huge community. I became super successful. I was just hustling and grinding hard. I had a dream, I had a vision, I felt it in my body, and I just told the internet about it. I spammed the internet about it. This is what I'm about to do with all this stuff. I'm just going to do the old technique. There's to get fame and fortune again, because I've done it 3 times now, without burning out. That's the plan. Don't burn out, Shaft. Don't burn out. Just push your body. You can keep on stretching it. Just don't burn out. If you do, go to Izugari and just spend a day in a Japanese health spa. You could become who you want to be. Just do it. Next question. So we're going to go recap. Why do you continue to do things that hurt you? Creature of habit. What is my sabotage trying to tell me? Obviously you want to have fun, so have a better way of having fun. How can I stop? Make the choice. What do I need to tell myself when I feel that feeling of self-sabotage rising up? You need to breathe into it, feel it. Don't do the thing that you've always been doing. Taking substances. If you're not taking substances, go into nature. Get yourself out of the bubble that you're in, the story that you're in, and just allow nature to take that energy. It's a goddess practice. I'm a goddess, just so you know. Lie flat on the earth with your belly down on the grass. Lie there and discharge remember your robot. Discharge that energy into the earth. That's why the earth is here. It's great. Final question. How can I love myself more? The way to love yourself more is book a session with me. Check out the School of Self-Love. Embody the mantra, I love my life, I love my body, I love myself. What does this mean? I love my life means this is why it's number 1, by the way. I love my life means find your purpose and love what you do every day. You're going to live a very long life if you become tantric or if you find something that you love and have lots of sex. If you're moving your body and doing things that your body likes, you will live a very long life. If that's sitting in front of a computer, doing something you don't like, you're going to not be so happy. But if you have a purpose and you're in service to the planet and you're helping yourself, making wild abundance, doing what you love doing, you'll never have to work another day in your life. And guess what? That's when you start loving your life. And guess what? That's when you start wanting to help other people. It's just natural human evolution. Take care of yourself, then you can take care of others. Then you take care of the planet. I love my life. Next one. I love my body. This is number 2. Because once you've sorted out your survival, your food, your water and everything like that, then you can start exercising your body. Then you can start realizing, oh shit, everything's inside this body. I don't actually need any food or water. It turns out fasting is a really good thing. Oh look, there's other ways to open up your body. There's all this inner engineering stuff. There's all these things like movement, meditation and tantra. Opening up the body through martial arts and just basically utilizing your body to get high as fuck without the drugs. So utilizing your body to become more enlightened, because everything you need comes from this cosmic backpack that is the temple where your soul resides, your body. Figure it out. If not, talk to people who are doing the things that you are dreaming to do. Become their friends, surround yourself with better versions of yourself. The final one. I love myself, the hardest practice. This is why I left it till last. I love myself. Finding inner peace every day and know that you're enough. All of this adds up to loving yourself. If you try doing it the other way, it's a lot harder. Trust me, I worked in advertising. I'm good at calculating things and making things quick and efficient. This is the best way I found it. I love myself is the final piece of the puzzle. This is where you can sit still. If you're an overachiever, if you're a perfectionist, and if you could sit still and do nothing for years, you're smashing life. If you're having global impact and using all that energy, you're smashing life. Anyone could do this. The only way you're going to do that is by watching more of these videos and checking me out on Instagram, but also by loving your life, loving your body, loving yourself. Loving yourself is the most hard. How can I love myself more is her final question. It's hard work. This is why it's the hardest practice and I left it till last. Every day, like my eyes are burning right now because I have to force myself to do something I don't want to do. Let's look after my body. And the only way I could do that is waking up at 6 a.m, putting a hot flannel on my eyes so I don't get eye ulcers. I have a chronic condition when I come into these environments. I wake up at 6 and I do something I don't want to do, which is waking up at 6. That's fucking shit, but I do it. I then have my Mardi. I talk to myself and have a good word with myself, all by myself, because I don't have anyone to do it with. If I had other people to do it with on Instagram, you could check out who I used to do it with. That hot Viking's left me. He's got a girlfriend now. All this tantra stuff works. You have a word with yourself. You have a moment to contemplate life. at 6:30. You wake up at 6, coffee meditation. 7 o'clock, you get the fuck out of bed and hit the gym. Move that body. If you're a dude, get some fucking testosterone. If you're a woman, also get some testosterone. We live in a matriarchal society. Our water is full of estrogen. Well, when I say we, I do. I'm trying to get out of it. After the gym, I come home. 8 o'clock, penis practice. If you're a woman, pussy practice. If you're both genders, penis pussy practice. That's where the sex magic, the tantra, the sacred sexual awakening comes in. It's the most important practice of the fucking day. Please develop a practice where you're connecting to your sex every single day. If you want to know more exercises, message me. But this is the hardest part of the day. It only has to be 8 minutes. If you're a dude, you definitely need more testosterone, trust me. Massage your testicles. If you're a lady and you have a pussy or a vagina or whatever you want to call it, a yoni, you need to connect with that amazing energy center every single day. Set an intention, visualize who you want to become, and then masturbate. Everyone's masturbating to porn. You might as well do it in a different, better way. Then have a cold shower. If you want to beat COVID-19 and Corona, you want to definitely do the Wim Hof shit. Cold shower. Just YouTube all the benefits of having a cold shower. I didn't get ill apart from once in Stockholm. I came here to help people overcome mental illness and I smashed it because I didn't get ill. Number 9. At 9 o'clock, I then do my social media admin. And then at 11 o'clock, I do my love streams. Hello, welcome, thank you for listening. So that is how you do it. It's hard work and it's discipline. Make sure you feed your body good things. It needs good things, else it will tell you you're doing bad things. I get these spots on my face if I feed it bad things. In the ecstatic communities, there's no choices apart from good food, so I'm always eating good food. Here, I'm in Stockholm. There's a Max Burger. They do plant beef, which is fake meat. I might as well give it a go. That tasted delicious. Nice. Look, I'm gonna get the bus in Slussen. I might as well quickly just pop in as I've had a Max Burger now. I might as well go full self-sabotage. See, I do it as well. And get myself that lolly, my favourite ice lollies. Can't remember what it is, but it's really nice. They have all different flavours. They're all very exotic and really delicious. And then I get these spots and I complain. So I'm self-sabotaging myself because I'm putting things in my body that I shouldn't do. I swapped. I'm still doing the same stuff, but in a really, really minute way. It's still shit because my face, and I do some modelling sometimes, my face is just fucked and I'm complaining about it. You, people who are self-sabotaging, you're doing the same thing in whatever way and then complaining about it and wondering why it doesn't work and why it keeps on happening and how to stop it. I know what I need to do. I need to stop eating shit food so my face will be perfect again. I just am not intelligent enough about what I need to eat, and I don't have a stable home, so I'm always moving from one place to another. But when I get back from Ängsbacka, and the reason why I'm eating shit food at the moment is because I'm going to be in Ängsbacka for 2 weeks, and it's an ecstatic tantric community, and it's just vegan food. So I'm just getting the last doses of shit food because I do enjoy shit food, and then I'm going to complain. That's still self-sabotage. I'm still doing it. And I'm aware of it. And I still do it. Even, a lot of you addicts out there, you will recognize this. I did so good. I didn't smoke for a month. I'm going to celebrate with a cigarette. I'm so good. I didn't take drugs for a month. I'm going to celebrate by getting fucked up. Self-sabotage. Oh, I did so good. I didn't eat. I've been intermittent fasting, and look, I'm gonna celebrate because I got some abs again. I'm gonna have a Max burger. Oh, and now there's these nuggets that don't have chicken in it. Dude, everybody, we're doing it. Just have that awareness. Like, I can't do that anymore because I get spots on my face instantly. I ate something on Monday, got that. I ate something yesterday, I'm going to get a few more. Just imagine what's happening on the inside. And I'm trying to counterbalance it by going to the gym and trying to eat healthily. Once I stop my habits of treating myself and celebrating by eating shit food, I will be living a lot longer. I'm 40 years old and I'm getting younger. I've got really nice body. It's going to get better because I have to love myself every day and treat this body with good stuff. So, thank you all for listening. I hope this answered your questions. I'm going to summarize again. Why do you continue to do things that hurt you? You're a creature of habit. Change your habits. What is my sabotage trying to tell me? You like to have fun? Have better ways of having fun. How can I stop? Make that choice. Then do the small bits of action you need to do to change that choice and changing your habits. What do I need to tell myself when I feel this coming up? Stop reaching for the things that you're so used to. Drink, drugs, alcohol, or something to avoid and suppress the emotions and sit with it. And process it the hard way, breath, sound, and movement. How can I love myself more? Well, I just told you the hardest part of it all. Just treat your body with love and respect. And get my online course, link below. So if you enjoyed this, please do share it. If you can relate to any things I'm saying around self-sabotage, I've just given you some great solutions to do it. So please do give me a thumbs up. Share this with anyone that you feel would benefit from my wisdom. And message me. I'm in Sweden. If you want to go for a fika, message me. If you want to take me out in nature, message me. Get me on Instagram, Shaft Uddin. And please do turn on your notifications. Tomorrow's my last one because I'm going up to Ängsbacka to teach spiritual breakdancing. That's right. I love making up shit. And a whole bunch of other workshops. So thank you. I love you and I set you free. Please do get hold of my online course, The School of Self-Love. And hope to see you somewhere in the world of Stockholm. And Emma, you're doing great. You're doing really great.